If you take a look at your screen now, what you are looking at is video of Jeff Metcalf being escorted out of the co-working space where the Next Gen Action Network's office is by Dallas Police. You see that there. Jeff Metcalf, the gentleman who was wearing the sunglasses and the blue shirt, who's being escorted out, is the father of Austin Metcalf, who was the teenager who was stabbed and killed in tracking 2 weeks ago. He is being asked to leave, escorted out of a press conference that is being held where the parents of the child who was accused of killing Metcalf's child.
What we seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it.
I just had to say this out loud so I can be sure myself of where we are and what the score is. So allegedly Austin Metcalf is dead because he asked Karmelo Anthony to move from a place he wasn't invited and maybe didn't belong. Austin Metcalf's dad is asked to move from a place where he wasn't invited and maybe doesn't belong. And Karmelo Anthony's family calls the police on Metcalf's dad. That's where we are right now. That's the score, just in case you didn't know.
He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do.
You know, I'm not much of an expert, but I gotta think this is the worst press conference in the history of press conferences. Oh my God, why would you think this is good? First off, the family just comes out the gate attacking the father. And the father, what he actually did was a brilliant move. He demonstrated why his son should still be alive. He shows up to a place where he's not welcome, he's probably not even allowed to be there. And they ask him to move, they ask him to leave, and he simply leaves. Nobody gets stabbed in the chest. They're gonna bring that up in court, I promise you. If this goes to trial, they're gonna talk about that. Then they blame the school district. Apparently, he would have never been there if it wasn't raining. So because the school didn't cancel for weather, it's the school's fault. And it gets even worse. It gets even worse. And this is an unforced error. It's almost impossible that you would make an error like this, but here we are. Generally speaking, the mom is an empathetic figure. No matter what side of the law her child falls on, mother's tears are almost always sacred. For this mom to strike these chords, to come off as angry, as indignant, as the true victim of the situation. Oh my God, what is wrong with you people?
And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism.
If you want to keep your kid out of jail, you should probably drop the Johnny Cochran, Al Sharpton guy. He's not helping. I suspect this whole thing was his idea. This is a giant grift, and you're losing, you're killing yourselves in the court of public opinion. It would be best if you said nothing. Say absolutely nothing. And then to top it off, let's listen to the mom and see if you have any empathy or sympathy for what the mom is going through right now.
We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution, we believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us.
This is definitely shaping up to be the O.J. Simpson race trial of the century, and we're only getting started. And what's even worse about it is, for the first time in a long time, there is a white lash, there is a white outrage, there is a sense of racial grievance among white people.
We have conservative operatives that have been posting non-stop about this case.
This Unite the White movement, this Protect White Americans movement, on Easter weekend.
I'm trying to find how many of y'all have asked the superintendent or one single board of trustee, why didn't you cancel or postpone? With weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain. With weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain.